welcome to Phil's Projects. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day outside. We got the garage door open and the birds singing. It's Wednesday morning. I spent the day at Pierre's yesterday working on a foundry project, so make sure you check out his video. We had a great time. Today we're going to be continuing on with the Bison Chuck. I realized through some of the comments that some people weren't quite sure what the true set is. You know what, I'll take you handheld and we'll show you the parts and the whys of this, or the reason why I got it anyways. Okay, whoa, so you can get the light. Alright, make sure it's wide out. Alright, this is the back of the chuck, okay? It's the part that bolts to the back of this, okay? And through this and this, the chuck's bolted to the backing plate. Whoops, the chuck's bolted to the backing plate. The back part of the chuck, get you a better light. The back part of the chuck has 4 adjustment screws, much like a 4-jaw chuck. And the reason we're machining this boss, okay, the boss will fit in here, and it gives me a way of centering the chuck to the spindle. So when everything's working right, you can take parts in and out and they'll repeat within a thou, if not better. So it's great if you're doing a lot of stuff and parts going in and out. You don't have to worry too much about concentricity unless it's hypercritical, but I don't do hypercritical stuff. So what we're going to be doing today is machining the recess in the mounting plate, which this is going to get bolted into, okay, and then we'll have to drill the holes so the chuck can bolt to the back plate. I don't know if we'll get to everything today, but for now the challenge is getting this in there with roughly a 1/8 recess. I've got to verify I have enough room so I don't hit any of the pins, but it won't be a problem. So without further babbling, let me get you guys set up on the Graziano, and we'll start making some little chips. Alright, so gonna go old school today. Gonna use a set of outside and inside calipers to get my diameter right. This just passes with very slight friction. Okay, so I got my OD. We'll set our calipers so I get pretty much the same friction. Okay, a bit more, no. Very slight friction. Yeah, kind of eyeball it so I can get close to the red line before having to worry. Here we go. We've got plenty to go. Here we go. Get that close. close to the end. Try that out. Perfect. Nice fit. Okay, so I finally get to use my Baumgarten table. I've been doing a couple of things off camera just because in the interest of time. This is the way the Palmgren was when I bought it, so I made a slug to center it up to be able to dial it in if I want, which I do. And just a center pin to hold it in. It's got a piece of threaded rod, and I just popped a tiny little center in it so I can run a compass and stuff around it. This is our, if you've just seen, it's our piece, and fits on there. Did a bit of figuring out with the back plate. My bolt circle is going to be have a radius of 1 7/16. I guess me far enough out without getting too close to the edge. It's already going to be fairly close, but it's not too bad. Alright, so we offset for the bolt circle, and to the first 40 degrees. We're going to be going down 1 inch 700, and don't want to peck my table. So let's boogie. Make sure I got the Okay, using a 3/8 end mill just to drill down for the camera bore. We're going to go down 200. The head measure is 180, so should be plenty of looks good. I'll do the tapping after because the taps I got just aren't long enough. I gotta go down 3/4, so let me bring you back when this is done. Gotta shorten all my screws. Okay, so now that we got the hub mounted, we gotta sit there and drill the holes, the 3 holes for the chuck, where the chuck bolts onto it. So, without further babbling, let's go. I mean, it's kind of hard to clock the piece. You kind of eyeball it. Show them in the punch mark. There we go. Let's get rid of some of this. Kind of eyeball this somewhat vertical. Low gear. Okay, so we got to reinstall the pins for the D14. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. There's a mark on the pin right there, and that mark is supposed to get someplace close to the flusher there, and that's kind of how you clock them in. So screw this in. One more. It's below it. And then you lock that in with an Allen screw. Okay, so we're gonna have to try this on, put the cams on, make sure that we're not going past the cam point. Okay, but in its proper spot. I do have a punch mark where I referenced it the first time. Make sure it always goes back the same. That one will be okay. That one will be okay. Let's see if I got lucky. That one's marginal. Let's see how it does when I tighten it up. It shouldn't go past. That's good and tight. Good and tight. Alright, that fits in there well. everyone, welcome to Phil's Projects. It's Wednesday morning. I spent the day at Pierre's yesterday. We completed working on a foundry furnace for melting aluminum. I'm sure the video will be up pretty soon, so make sure you check that out. We had a great time and everything, a good day. God, that sounded like crap. Okay, let's try that again.